No, I'm literally of the opinion, if we can do it, let's do it. Why wouldn't we? Okay, and if I can do it and I feel pretty capable of getting things done, doesn't mean I know how to do it. Doesn't mean I even have the right answer. But I'm going to go there, identify it, start it, look at it, and then the rest of it will come. This is the Uncensored podcast with Robert Peppo.
Do you think people will vote for me?
This is Uncensored with Robert Peppo, number 42. Today is about some updates. I'm going to do a quick one, won't be very long. And again, I want to drop these in between having dope guests on to keep you engaged with the small business Uncensored that this started and was built on, to let you know what I'm doing, what I'm working on. I've been pretty quiet lately, and you're about to hear why. It's all good. A couple things. One major point that I want to start with. I've officially got out the Army. There's my discharge papers, and I loved every second of it. That's not true at all. It's a love-hate relationship, but I loved most of it. My experience has been amazing, and I'm extremely fortunate for all the people I've met, the things I've got to do, the places I've been, and the opportunities I've had. With that being said, I had been waiting to get out so that I can really focus on the next level without interruption or possible deployment, Army schools, and all those things that could possibly come up, that if I took that next step and people start to depend on me for the training, obviously being the CEO, the support, and the refining of the things, I wouldn't be there for that, or I wouldn't be able to be there as much. And that was kind of weighing on me. And so now that that has happened, it's time to go full throttle, full speed. I can really focus in even more than I did for this next chapter for us. So again, I appreciate you guys. My time in has been awesome, and I'm ready for this next chapter. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. But first, I want to give a shout out to one of my closest homies from the Army that just finished hiking the Appalachian Trail solo. He was gone for like 3 or 4 months, maybe 2 to 4 months, whatever it was, by himself on the Appalachian Trail through, I guess he started when it was pretty decent weather out, but then encountered all of the elements himself. And he wanted to do that as a personal journey, something very, very few people have ever done. He would call me and update me when he got service, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And it was amazing to see someone take that sort of self journey and go all in and not leave a second option to not finish, to maybe cut it in half, whatever it may be for you. That inspires the shit out of me, because I want to be surrounded with people that are fucking doing some shit. And this young man, and yes, he's much younger than me, absolutely crushed it. It was pretty inspiring to see, really awesome to witness from the outside what someone can do when they commit to it. There was no negotiation. In fact, I mean, this kid is extremely headstrong. I don't know if headstrong is the word, but he's committed. Okay. And I recognize that from an early start to our basic training. His locker was right next to mine, and I recognized, man, this kid's got something different, dude. This dude's something. Genuine, humble, willing to do whatever it takes, willing to fucking just get your ass kicked and keep going. And it's quite inspiring to see. So congratulations to you, Point Man. Dude's been successful in the things that he's done in the Army. Been through some really dope schools. Was on a sniper team. Really, really, really impressive what he was able to do from a very young age, with little to no guidance going in. And I appreciate being around people like that who push it, who continue to test themselves, who say that they've picked up something from me and that pushes them without knowing that what they are doing is pushing me. Okay, that's the win-win, and that's something I look for in everything. All right, so surround yourself with people that are doing some shit, add value to them, and hopefully they add value to you, and you guys can all elevate each other. And that comes in a bunch of different ways, right? I'm inspired by it, and I wasn't even out there, nor would I ever do that. Okay, I'll do some crazy physical tasks, but there's nothing in me that wants to go hike for 3 months solo through all the elements and have to deal with all those things: food, water, preparation, planning. That's quite impressive. So with that being said, I wanted to just do a quick talk about the stages that we're at in the business and what we're doing, and now that I'm out, and how things are going. Currently, we are in the middle of testing and refining our training program. This phase for us is a complete testing phase in every aspect, right? So I built this program and we test it. And I don't know what will have to be prepared. I don't know what will have to be changed. I don't know what we'll have to do different. I don't know the adjustments that will have to be made until we go through it, right? So this action part of this is all that matters. You can theorize, plan, come up with things, write, make a blueprint, create these things, but you will not know how they work in real life until you apply them. That's what we're doing now. And even just 2 weeks in, I've already changed the format nearly completely, but really deleted what we didn't need that I thought was important, added in things that I missed, even though I do this every single day. You think it's perfect until you get into it and you can add to it. So the value here is getting into things and you learn as you go. So as you continue to do something like podcasting, for instance, I started off with like 1 microphone, then 2, then 3, then 4, and I've ended with the Shure, right? But it took me a progression to get there. I've tested different locations. Should I film from over there, film from over here? This is the second time doing it here, and I don't love it, so I'm going to change it, upgrade, evaluate, lighting, all this stuff. That's the same thing with whatever you do in business or your life. If you want to make it better, take it to the next level, take it to the next step, get something more out of it, you have to put these ideas into action. And you have to be okay with thinking that you did it really good and then having to change what you did, okay? And that's okay. You also have to see how people react to it. You have to understand humans, characteristics, different personalities, all of that combined, how people learn. Some people will read and memorize better. Some people are better hands-on. Some people will watch the video training I've produced, and that will resonate with them more. I have to have all those things in place so that, 1, we cover all the bases and are thorough, but number 2, somebody's going to pick up on something better than another person with this portion of training, or maybe from this person and how we do it. All that is going to matter. This is what I get to test. So right now, I'm not only testing and building someone to grow with us, but I'm testing my training, my systems, my processes, how it looks, how it reads. But then I'm evaluating the whole system of training. Then I'm evaluating myself as well. How good am I actually executing this? How much time can I actually put into this while doing the things that I need to do? Because the business still needs to run while we accomplish these things. That's tough. All right. But I'm making the adjustments and kind of finding out, okay, I can do this stuff up front. I can do this stuff on the back end. I can do this while we're doing it, or I can pass off this task for this. All that is now getting built in to make the system even better when we roll it out. Now, everything is basically done. So there's no reason to rush this. I'm absolutely content with going through this process, hard as it is, to make changes, as many as I've had to make already, which I didn't know. And it's not about underestimating how much there's to do. It's just what you have to do. I don't look at it any other way besides, okay, check, got it. Now this is what I will do. And we do that in real time immediately. So I write some notes down, but oftentimes whatever I identify right now, I'm going to go change it right now. And then we just apply it, right? So then it's already better immediately in real time. When you approach things like that, you're able to be nimble, flexible, adapt, and then move forward quickly. All right. I'm done with this waiting for 10 years stuff. Maybe we can do it next year. Oh, how are we going to do this? What? No, I'm literally of the opinion, if we can do it, let's do it. Why wouldn't we? Okay. And if I can do it and I feel pretty capable of getting things done, doesn't mean I know how to do it. Doesn't mean I even have the right answer, but I'm going to go there, identify it, start it, look at it, and then the rest of it will come. Then it will become what it's supposed to be. And there will never, it's like almost for me a never ending thing until we get to the end goal to go. I will always be constantly refining and evolving and getting better. That's my whole plan here. Once we do that, then we speed up the process of actually executing franchises and growing to the level that we want to grow to. And I'm fully content with the work that's involved in that. It's going to be really amazing to see the people that can function within that, who will come, who will rise up, who will fall off. And it's up to me to make those hard decisions based on what I think is best for the company overall. And it's really interesting to see that happen in real time and be in it for one, but also have to see it from the outside objectively and really make those decisions and see what we're going to do, how we're going to do it. That's going to put us in the best position to continue to do this at a high level. And I'm actually really liking it. It was quite an adjustment. But what I always do is I think, okay, things are different. Things are moving. I have to adjust. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just different. Okay, cool. So is that just an adapting period, or is it actually shifting things? Well, it doesn't matter. As long as everything is running smoothly and going and focusing on the next level, I'm cool with that. If you're too rigid and too hell-bent on this is what it is, and you got to be strict on some things for sure, but in a growth phase, which we are in such a growth, change, evolve mode right now, that it would be the absolute worst decision for me to not take everything into consideration, not be flexible, not be fluid, not be like water, because that's exactly what's needed. I know I don't have all the answers. I know I don't get it right all the time, but I'm absolutely willing to try, then change, then adapt. If the main core thing that we do remains the same, and that is still producing a high-level product and good results, the rest of it can be changed and adapted. Then you get the opportunity to do something at an even higher level. So whatever you're doing, kind of maybe take that mindset in, and you can probably do whatever you want to do to a higher level that you're doing it now, because if we're all going to work, we're all going to struggle. We all have things that happen. We all have life that goes on. You might as well get a fucking reward from it. Y'all heard me say that before, so I'm going to double down on that. So again, this was just like an update of what's been going on. I appreciate you guys rocking with me. Shout out to Pointer. Shout out to all my Army friends that have come around, that have been influences to me. There's several of you, a couple of you that I want to do a podcast with. Y'all still in, so it's going to be a little bit hard to coordinate that and actually get that out properly while being able to talk openly like I want to, because there's some parts of my story that I haven't been able to tell yet because of still being in, and I just didn't want to cross those boundaries. But now it's time that I'm out. I can have a little bit more personal freedom to talk, say, and do these things that I not only felt but actually did and have went through, that just might not have been appropriate in different type of settings. And or just unnecessary to talk about, but now I feel it's very necessary. So I'm really excited to launch some new stuff. I'm really excited to get back with you guys in a couple weeks when this training program is done. And then I get really excited to launch to you guys when I'm putting this franchise out to the public. It's live now. If you wanted to find it, you could find it. The information is there. Getting a hold of us this season opportunity is there. But I'm not putting it out there to the public yet. And it's already going fucking good. So I appreciate you guys. Pointer, shout out to you, man. You're inspiring. Keep it up. I know you got a few more things on deck you want to do, bro. So shout out to you. You keep me going. And everybody else, I hope y'all have a kick-ass day. I hope you'll win at what you're doing. And I hope you help other people win. Robert Peppo, number 42. Let's fucking get it. This is the Uncensored Podcast with Robert Peppo.
Do you think people will vote for me?